95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 1.
3, 2, 1, down and up. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4.
So you might remember a few weeks or possibly months back I did my Royal Marines training programme phase 1, which if you haven't seen already and you are looking and you are interested in joining the Marines, then go back, watch that video first, get used to that one. Once you've completed that video, come back and watch this one. This one is going to be the second phase of training to do prior to getting into the Marines, okay? I think a few people thought that my first video was me talking about actual Royal Marines training. However, I just want to make sure it's clear now that this isn't what training is like when you get there, but this is a good example of what you can do to get fit to join, and fit to pass the tests, and sort of be as in a stronger position as possible in order for you to succeed. When we left off, the first program was sort of getting a foundation of fitness, building your running time up. It was all relatively slow paced and just getting you into the swing of things, practicing your body movements, and there was nothing too extreme, nothing too fancy in there. Second block is more of it's going to build your strength up, it's going to build your speed up as well, and your ability to push yourself harder on the runs as well. So we're looking now, again I've broken it down to fairly similar as before. We're starting off the program, we've got either stretch, yoga or massage, whichever you prefer really. I mean, if you're competent with stretches yourself, by all means do that. However, if you could go to a yoga class, it might be more beneficial if you're not 100% sure on what sort of stretches you can do. Alternatively, go on a massage. I would recommend that if you want to pay the money, if you've got the money there, usually about 45 quid or so, have a nice sports massage just to sort of prepare your muscles and help them recover and reduce the likelihood of injury. Your Tuesday then is going to go straight into a rest. Remember, rest days, you go for a nice long walk, nice brisk walk, do stretches as well. Wednesday is gearing yourself back up into the training, with mobility drills, that sort of things like dynamic stretches, mobility movements. And then we're starting off with our first strength session. Now, strength session it's going to be compound, it's going to be weights, so you better join a gym or have a barbell set at home or dumbbell set. Strength is going to focus on compound movements. Only ones really you need to do are squats, barbell back squats, deadlifts. Now, I'd be happy for you to do deadlifts, conventional stance, or with a barbell, or with a trap bar, depending on you. Make sure your technique is spot on, okay? I know I've said in numerous videos before, make sure somebody who knows what they're doing is watching you do it. It's difficult to, especially with the deadlift, you can't really see yourself from the side, so make sure somebody can see your side, make sure you've got a neutral spine throughout, make sure you're using the appropriate muscles, you're not using your lower back primarily to move the weight. I mean, your lower back does get worked, but it's more of a stay, sort of to keep you upright. The prime movers should be the glutes and the hamstrings, and also the quadriceps doing a lot of the work. So there's a lot of hip strength in there, and that's what that exercise is for, is to develop your hip strength, but also your structural strength, so that when you're lifting and carrying things, your muscles will be more stronger and more efficient and able to do that. Now, the rep range we're going to go for is 10 to 15 repetitions. We're going for a slightly higher rep range. I know if you want to be pedantic, you say it was not really strength training, but the reason we're going for that range is because you still need to have that kind of strength endurance, which enables you to push and move a weight a certain number of times. this is, bear in mind, this is specifically for Marines training, so it's very unlikely, very rarely that you're going to need to do a 1 rep max when you're lifting one maximal weight. You're going to need to be able to lift and move weight for distances, for times, several times and repeatedly, whether that be your Bergen, lifting up onto your back, yomping, or just shifting boats, engines, things like that around, or even just carrying your friends around. I think these 2 exercises, I want you to do 2 or 3 sets of each, have a nice rest in between the ones. Also as well, you can practice your pull-ups while you're at it, so you can alternate sort of a lower body to an upper body movement to allow your legs. Okay, so first we'll start off with, say, your squats. Do 3 sets of those, obviously make sure you're warming up before this. Do your squats and then move on to dips. So you're working your chest and your arms, and slightly harder weight to the press-ups you've been doing. After that, you can then move on to your deadlifts, do 3 sets of deadlifts, and then on completion of that, have a little rest again, and then move over to the pull-ups. Practice those. Of course, make sure you're stretching after your training as well. Alright, Friday we're moving on to a swim. Okay, it's a 45-minute swim, continue a steady pace. I would go for breaststroke, but if you want to mix it up, you can. And then a 4-mile run. This will just get back you into it, get back you into your running, because you wouldn't have run for a few days at that point, possibly just over a week. So just take it steady, take it easy, 4-mile run, get yourself used to back into it. Bear in mind, if you've not done squats or deadlifts before, your legs might be a little bit tired. So after you rested, then we're going to go back in, and first off we're starting off with strength. I notice it's moved from Thursday to Monday. It was only because on the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesdays we had the stretches and the rest and the mobility drills. So same workout we did there, however, you should have been perfecting your technique with a relatively light weight in the previous one. I want you to increase this weight by the smallest disc possible, 1.25 on the side of each. So you should be increasing your lifts by 2.5 kilograms and trying to keep the repetitions the same as what you did before, if not adding an extra rep. Okay, that's progressive overload. The idea is going to get progressively stronger over the course of the program. And then you've got to be going for swim now. Similar again, nice 45-minute swim, same as before, same as we did on Friday. 6-mile run. Now, the only difference between this one, notice the paces are staying the same, is this is going to be run at a tempo. It's going to be a tempo run, which basically means you're going to be pushing yourself to the very edge of your comfort zone that you can run 6 miles at. Okay, you're not going to be sprinting there, you're not going to be completely going all out anaerobic on me. You are, however, going to be running at a pace where you probably wouldn't be able to hold a conversation, and you want to maintain that for the 6 miles. The aim is to then, over the course of the program, time yourself and try and get that 6 miles done quicker every time. Thursday then, we're going to be doing our circuit. That's going to be your bodyweight exercises, nice and quick, sharp movements, press-ups, sit-ups, planks, squats, bodyweight squats, lunges, star jumps, jumping jacks, jump squats, whiz through them. Swim circuit. Now this is going to be slightly different to the swimming you've done before, whereby you're going to be jumping out of the pool. So start off, jump into the pool, breaststroke, 4 lengths or so, or however many you need to warm up. Get out, do a few dynamic stretches, mobility drills, shoulder circles, etc. Back and forth like that. You know the drill by now. Then you're going to jump in again. You're going to swim sprint as fast as you can to the end. You're going to jump out. You're going to do 20 press-ups on the side of the pool. You're going to jump back in. You're going to swim back as quick as you can. And you do the same on that side. And you keep doing that constantly. You do 4 sets of that, and you'll have a little rest then. When I say rest, you're just going to swim very slowly, catch your breath. 4 lengths, then recovery, and then you're going to repeat and do the exact same thing again. So remember, that's 4, so jump into the pool, swim a length as quick as you can, climb out, 20 press-ups on the side of the pool, straight back in the water, swim as fast as you can to the next side, jump back out, 20 press-ups. Remember, we're doing that for 4 rounds. Again, then you're going to do 4 sort of nice leisurely strokes in the pool, and then straight back into it. So 4 rounds of that, 4 rounds of resting, and then you're just going to do 4 very nice slow paced swimming just to cool down, get out, do your stretches, and have a shower. Saturday we got a 4 mile run. This is Fartlek. Okay, Fartlek is Swedish for speed play, which basically means you are. It's fun. This is. It's completely random, so you're not running for set distances or set times. So you've got to, as you're running, visualize things in front of you. Okay, you're gonna run faster to that point, to that lamppost, for example. So you're gonna run maybe 75% effort to that lamppost. Once you get there, you'll slow down a little bit until you reach, I don't know, the tree over there. So you reach the tree, and then you're gonna eye up in front of you a grip box, and you're gonna sprint as fast as you can to the grip box, and then slow down and so forth. Do that for 4 miles. However, bear in mind you'll have a mile run warm up, so do that for 2 miles, say, where you're actually running the Fartlek, playing about with your speeds. So do 2 miles of that, and then 1 more mile, then possibly on your way back, and you're slowing down a little bit, and then do your stretches at the end. But Sunday's always going to be rest day, and we're keeping up on Saturday, the last week, so the last week 4 of every session. We're doing some kind of fun again, so rock climbing, hiking, rock climbing is what I've put there. I put rock climbing down purely because it's it'll help with your lifting and pulling your body weight up as well. So you might find working the technique of rock climbing, it'll help you with rope climbing as well. Things to take on board: work through the program. Every single strength session, try and increase the weight as long as you are not sacrificing form. Remember, if you reach a point where you can no longer increase the weight, that's fine. Go back a few kilograms until you can complete the rep safely, and then look to increase the weight slightly. Some people do tend to try and increase the weight too early, and then they lose their form, which they then lose the training effect then as well. Remember, I don't want you hurting or injuring yourself, so make sure, pay particular care to technique and progress in a safe manner, and try and keep it as linear as possible. But remember, that won't always be. Phase 1, help with your base fitness, got you up to scratch. Phase 2 will help get you stronger and fitter, ready for phase 3. Good luck with it.